Trick or treat, can you believe it? It's already Halloween, and this usually sparks a storm of creative ideas at my office about what we should do for Halloween on the show. Should we shoot in a spooky location at night? Well, obviously I wasn't too thrilled with that idea. And inevitably somebody, usually my wife, comes up with the brilliant idea that I should wear, well, some sort of ridiculous Halloween costume. Now you may already know how much I hate playing dress up. It's good for everybody else, but not for me. So that idea didn't go very far either. But let's move on with the show. Let's start out with visiting Monkey's Uncle in Jax Beach. So I'm hanging out at Monkey's Uncle with Chef Jocko here, and you're gonna make me some sort of incredible dish. What is it, man?
I am. It's a cilantro jasmine rice with a frisee radish salad. It's fresh pan-seared local caught grouper with a champagne basil vinaigrette.
Sounds fancy, man.
Thank you.
Let's do it.
All right. This is our fresh grouper. We got this from Safe Harbor.
Okay, so it's local?
Yep, out of Mayport.
Oh, I got you. So you just sear it off?
Yep.
Yep.
Sear it real hard on one side, then we'll flip it over, pop it in the oven. It'll take 5 to 6 minutes in the oven or so.
Cool. So what was your inspiration for this dish?
I was basically looking for something since summer just started. Right. Something light and beachy. Something, you know, kind of watch the figure with, if you will.
And you knew that would be the thing to make for me, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Thanks, but I love fish and the grouper is ready for the oven. Meanwhile, we started on the rice. Chef started with a little bit of homemade vegetable stock in the pan, and then he adds the rice. A little bit of salt. I know I can eat here now. You've tasted the food.
I always taste everything.
I always wonder when people don't do that. Once the rice is rehydrated, he adds heavy cream. Awesome, we're not going that light with it.
Some of that fresh cilantro to it.
Okay. So what kind of salad is this again?
This is a frisee radish salad. It's also got some purple basil in it and microgreens. The frisee I got across the street from Native Son as well.
Cool. And this is purple basil. That's got a totally different flavor to it.
It does, actually. It's more of like a licorice flavor.
Yeah. Nice.
Our rice is nice and creamy, not dried out.
So it absorbed all that liquid. Letting it rest was a good thing to go, right?
Yep.
I don't have the patience for that when I'm cooking at home, man. I'm ready to get to it. I smell that good cooking and I gotta eat.
Right?
Look at that beauty. Oh, and then you put it on top. I got you.
Put the salad right on top. A couple of your microgreens that we grow here. Just finish it off.
On top.
Finish it off with our champagne basil vinaigrette.
Champagne basil vinaigrette. So what would pair with that?
With probably an IPA, like something spicy, or a nice Pinot Grigio. Probably go well with it.
Nice. I think I'm gonna have to take this out in the dining room and put that to the test.
All right.
Here at the Monkey's Uncle Tavern, we're having the grouper that Chef Jocko made for us in the back, as well as the awesome crab nachos. Now, he also added a nice dish for us that's one of their most popular ones. That's the sheet crab soup. I was also thirsty, so they made me a drink, and I couldn't make up my mind, so I got 2 drinks. I've got the surfing monkey, and then I've got something they call monkey juice. And you got to come in to Monkey's Uncle Tavern and ask for some monkey juice. See you guys here. This time of year, it's pumpkin everything from cafe lattes to pie and craft beer. And as you may know, I don't like cucumber. And guess what? I don't like pumpkin either. It also seems to me that another holiday or seasonal flavor these days is coconut, especially for craft beer. Maybe it's because we don't have snow and coconut's white and flaky. I don't know. I don't like coconut flakes either. Can't we just incorporate more traditional holiday flavors like apple and cranberry and pecans or cinnamon? I like all of those. Luckily for me, there's no cucumber, coconut, or pumpkin in wine.
Don't start the segment the same way that you always do.
But yeah, we can change.
It's just like, and this is
I
going to
know,
talk about something really cool.
165 episodes.
Really cool this episode.
cool.
Well, that's
I'll
how
tell
I
you
always
what-
start my
I'll
wine
tell you what.
segments. Oh, you want me to
You
read?
start.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi, I'm Chris Chislett, and on this segment, we're going to do something really kind of cool. I was doing my Joe Talentino, because he always goes like high-pitched.
The high pitch goes,
really kind of cool.
Gotcha, okay.
We're going to talk
Puberty
about
starts in the
No,
same
I know. Well, speaking of puberty, we're going to talk about your grey sack.
All right,
So this
fine.
is Chateau Grey Sack.
Okay.
All right. Can we say grey sack?
Oh, over and over again, please.
Okay, grey
What
sack.
about my doc?
We cannot talk about my doc, your doc. We
Nobody's
cannot-
doc.
Nobody's
Okay.
doc.
Okay,
All right.
cool.
This is what? Oh, you wanted to start again? No,
Yes.
we're going to keep it going. So this is Chateau Grey, and we're not too much worried about the actual wine.
No, we're not. We don't
No.
really give it
Yeah.
because the real important thing here is we're going to talk about Bordeaux.
We're going to talk about. I like this role
Our
reversal
grapes.
thing. Yeah, we're going to talk about Bordeaux and the 5 grapes of Bordeaux.
Yep.
Which there's actually 4 of them in this bottle. Which we I'll actually tell you on the
Cabernet
back.
Franc,
Oh,
Merlot.
You were reading, but don't believe that he knows
What?
this.
What?
Like for 1 second, it says on the back of the label. Go on, Cabernet Franc.
But one that's not on there, Malbec. How about that?
All right, so start from the beginning. What was all 5 again?
Cabernet Franc, Merlot, Pinot.
Nope. No. See,
All right.
you
I
couldn't
was
be me. You
making
could
shit
never
up.
be me.
I could never be.
You know, I remember
I'm not
I-
as tall.
5 grapes of Bordeaux. Don't be looking. Don't be trying to read. This is actually a second take deal. Like we never
Yeah, I
admit
know.
to the second takes, but
No, we
this
don't
is-
do second
this
takes,
Is,
never.
well, this is the second take. 5 grapes of Bordeaux. That's what we get into, buddy boy. 5 grapes of Bordeaux. So if
are
you're
they?
drinking, I thought you were going to tell me.
Oh no, I don't know. I have
Oh,
no
okay.
clue.
So I always remember this little stupid thing, CCMMP. It just kind of helped me when I was doing the sommelier training thing. So CCMMP. It's Cabernet,
Okay.
Cabernet Franc, Merlot, Malbec, and Petit Verdot. So CCMMP.
Cool.
So if you're drinking the red Bordeaux, it's going to be anywhere from normally at least 2,
Okay.
all the way up to 5 of those grapes.
Wow, so I
So
can
this
mix them
is
all.
yeah. So Cabernet Franc,
So it's
Merlot,
a
Malbec,
blend for
Petit
sure.
Verdot. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's very few people just making 100%.
I gotta ask about my doc.
Good doc. You do have to ask about
I
that.
have to.
Right.
Is that a region?
It's just a specific part of actual Bordeaux itself.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a really a little bit kind of lower in
Little
the
south,
Bordeaux
in the little south.
Bordeaux region. Yeah, normally in Bordeaux, once you start getting like expensive, you start talking about like left bank and right bank.
Medoc
and
is spin-
Margaux and yeah, it's getting up there. The way it works is like if you say a wine's just from Bordeaux, it's normally anywhere from $10 to $15 retail.
Okay.
Say it's from Medoc. I can't remember how much this was. We took the price off it.
Yep.
Yeah, so we don't
It's
know.
like $18.
I got it as a sample actually, so I don't even know.
Okay.
It's probably about $18. You're just guessing. You
No,
don't even
that
know.
was the sticker from the last one.
So this will be probably about $18, maybe, or maybe not.
Just ask for my doc when
We have
you
no
go to
idea.
the store. That's
yeah,
all I know.
just ask for Grey Sack.
Cheers.
When you go to the store. Yeah,
We'll
cheers
see
to
you
that.
guys.
Oh, I spoke too soon. I said there's no cucumber, coconut, or pumpkin in wine. Wrong. I Googled it, and I'm wrong again, damn it. I should just bring those black wine glasses back to the studio for a special blind tasting. I bet Chris hasn't tasted pumpkin wine or coconut wine either. Now the question is, what kind of grapes go into that wine, I wonder?
I said I was going to share recipes with you, but actually, Emily Ellyn is the one doing all the sharing. Now, you might have seen her on the Food Network Star or Cupcake Wars. She's all over Food Network. We had such a great time talking about food that we totally forgot about the camera. They had the Shrimp and Grits Festival on Jekyll Island, which is
I heard that.
That's a really good festival. You want to have shrimp and grits in every possible way, and all of them awesome. It's really good.
Wait, we totally digressed. Hold on.
Have we hit our 3-minute mark
Wait. This is the footage that you get, like a special interview
this
online.
is the DVD extra.
What are you supposed to be asking me?
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you
What?
about. You were cooking with beer.
I made the I'm a little shortcake
I saw
made
that.
with stout
And
the
caramel.
beer caramel. Now we're talking about those pumpkin beers, pumpkin and orange spice beers.
it was
them down.
horrible.
Oh
You
my-
would hate it.
And he licked his plate clean. One beer,
That beer.
that beer, the Oktoberfest champion. Cook it down to half. Add 2 cups of brown sugar.
Just 2 cups.
Don't go crazy now.
A little
2
butter,
cups,
right? There was butter. I remember butter.
2 tablespoons,
I remember.
2 tablespoons of butter. So you cook that sugar down, then you add that butter.
You did
keep
vanilla.
stirring. A splash of vanilla.
See, I was paying attention.
A little cardamom.
Why not?
Cardamom enhances those citrus flavors, the apple flavor. So if you had an apple beer, ooh, that would be good too. And then you finish it with 2 cups of cream.
Okay.
Don't go crazy. 2. We'll just, that's an easy number to remember. All those beautiful cupcake liners that they have in the grocery stores now, you just take the band off, put those cupcake liners and tighten it up. It's like already like cut gingham or something
done.
like that. Done. You have a gift. Voila. You cook down apples. Oh, okay. You can't cook. Listen to this recipe. 1 gallon of apple cider
Gotcha.
in a pot, cooking down, will reduce down to a cup of perfect apple jelly. You can't say you can't cook, because if you can boil water, you can boil cider down to apple jam. You can put
I can
your
do that.
little cupcake liner on and give it as a present.
I'm ready to rock.
Let's do it.
Find out more about Emily Ellyn and her cooking at emilyellen.com or look her up on Facebook.
Hi, my name is Kyra, and it's time to get your think on. I want you to name the 3 teams in the NFL that are not named after cities or states.
I'm Donna Deegan, CEO, Chief Eternal Optimist of 26.2 with Donna, and I hope you'll watch I Know Jax.
Hi, my name is Kyra, and it's time to get your think on. We asked what the name of the 3 teams in the NFL are that are not named after cities or states. The answer is New England Patriots, the Carolina Panthers, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Please join us at any of our 50 locations in Northeast Florida. Just go to trivianation.com for more details.
I love doing food and drink stories here at I Know Jax. I get to taste a lot of food and sometimes drinks too. But there are a few flavors that I just can't handle. I don't like watermelon anything, food, soap, shampoo, anything, because where I grew up, watermelons would sometimes rot outside. And the smell in the summertime was just awful. I hate that smell. Okra is something else that I also grew up with. Now, everybody I know loves fried okra. Well, guess what? Not me, but in Tampa, at the restaurant Eulalie, I had okra fries and they were fantastic. And come to think of it, I don't mind okra and gumbo either, so maybe it has more to do with how it's cooked. I don't do cucumber, ever. Well, I love pickles, but I don't count that as a cucumber. And by the way, what is the deal with adding cucumber to soap and stuff? Ugh, can't stand that smell either, man. Sometimes they even add cucumbers to cocktails. I mean, seriously? Messing up good alcohol like that? not good. Now, I don't like coconut flakes, and coconut as a flavor is pretty common, even in craft beer, for crying out loud. What's up with that? Oddly enough, I can have coconut milk in Thai food or something like that. That's okay, but I don't like coconut pie or almond joys or pina coladas. Now, coconut is another of those favorite smells for beauty products. Now, pumpkin is the favorite that literally ambushes me every fall. You can't go anywhere without running into pumpkin flavor. Craft beer, pies, lattes, martinis, you name it, and there's a pumpkin flavored something. So far, I haven't noticed any pumpkin smelling products, no shampoos or anything like that, but it's just a matter of time. These aren't your everyday jack-o'-lanterns. I asked Brian how long it takes to make one of his great creations.
Most faces are about an hour or so. I make my own patterns. I use actual photos. And then once you do, it works the same as any pattern book you might buy in the store. I tape it onto the pumpkin, and then I've got a poker, and I go all around where I'm going to cut. There's all these little itty bitty just holes in it. So once you pull that off, it doesn't look like anything really. It's just a bunch of holes. So my job now is I go in there and I keep referencing back to the pattern, and I figure out what is going to actually be cut out. So when I cut a line, I got to go, okay, this is the black line. This is the white right through here. So then that way when it's lit up, it looks pretty much like the picture. But what's kind of cool is that a lot of times I don't know what it's going to look like until I'm done. I'll just cut, make sure I'm cutting the right thing, and then look at it. So there's a big surprise finish for me. This one is Lon Chaney from the old monster movie London After Midnight. He played a vampire. And this is actually going to be a pretty tricky one because I don't know how well you can see it, but he's got all these fangs. So I have to concentrate now and see what I'm cutting. This part will drive you crazy if you lose track of where you are. So my thing is, if I'm going to spend a lot of time doing a design, I like something that's more predictable. And on top of that, here in the Florida weather, you're not throwing it away within a week, you know, because pumpkins rot pretty quickly. I'm actually allergic to pumpkins to touch the insides. So I have to, yeah, it's kind of ironic. I have to immediately wash my hands when I'm done. It's kind of like how Mel Blanc, who did the voice of Bugs Bunny, was allergic to carrots. He would cut the audio and actually chew up a carrot and then have to immediately spit it out. So I suppose I'm in good company on that.
One of the Culhane sisters told me that the jack-o'-lantern tradition started in Ireland. And I had no idea, man. See, the name jack-o'-lantern comes from an Irish folktale about a man named Stingy Jack. See, back in Ireland, they used turnips and potatoes, but when the Irish came to the U.S., they started using pumpkins. Now, the big question is, why? What's wrong with potatoes, man? Hey! We do grow those here too, you know. That way, the whole October pumpkin flavor mania could have been totally avoided. Instead, we would have had delicious treats like potato-flavored cafe lattes for the holidays. Yeah. I tell you what, let's end this all before I go too far down the rabbit hole. Have a safe Halloween, and I'll see you again next weekend.
Ha ha ha!